This past week, I had a young family come into my office. They have a 13-month-old daughter, just cute as a button, and they were looking to have her baptized. Oh, what a wonderful opportunity to begin a relationship with a family that, I would otherwise not have ever had a chance to meet. Now, I have been meeting with families like this for all of my ministry. So why was this one particular family so different than the rest? Well, in the past, the families who come to Ascension looking to baptize the little ones, generally have had a connection to the congregation. They're either members or they've been connected from one of our ministries or our youth groups. And having had such a connection, they often have, a fair amount of Christian knowledge and background of the faith. So basically, my job as a pastor has been just to help these established Christians take the next step in, allowing their own children come to faith. But this week, I had a family in my office who had little to no Christian background at all. Oh, the mom attended church with friends when she grew up from time to time and enjoyed going to their youth programs on Wednesdays, but nothing regular or a place that she herself called her own church home. Dad, on the other hand, was he was open to the idea of being at Ascension, but was not raised in a Christian home at all. So you might be wondering then, how in the world did they ever come to be in my office and then asking that their 1-year-old be baptized? Well, they were not without some connection to Ascension. See, the mom had attended the baptism of her friend's child and really liked what she saw and heard and wanted the same for her own child. Simply put, God used this one opportunity to speak to this family, and they listened to his invitation and wanted more of Jesus. Even though they don't know the Bible, the stories, or Lutheran worship, or even what a Lutheran is. And once I started sharing, though, my standard presentation for Christians, I quickly realized that they were not able to relate or even take it all in. And that's when I felt a lump in my throat and a panic in my heart. How in the world am I ever going to, really engage in a meaningful way, any kind of theological conversation with them? I felt quite shocked that I was out of my comfort zone, and I wasn't really sure what to do next. I know it's embarrassing to say that. It was quite humbling to have these willing and eager people before me and to realize that what I normally say in sharing the faith isn't going to work for them. I mean, they need baby food, not the big chunks of hard-to-chew meat that I normally serve up. And so I was praying to Jesus in my mind and in my heart all the time they were with me and asking how best to care for this family and their honest desire to take a step or two in Jesus' direction. So here's what I came up with. I gave them one of my favorite children's Bibles entitled the Jesus Storybook Bible. Oh, it's the best. And their little one loves to be read to, and this tells the story in a very simple way and a very interesting way. I also gave the adults each a Bible of their own, and I put a bookmark in John chapter 1 and invited them to come back next week to ask them what they heard and what they thought about, the Bible and what they read. And they eagerly agreed. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I'm very thankful that Jesus has brought us together, and I'm praying for them, and I'm assuming that in the coming years of Ascension's ministry, it will involve more and more of this kind of frontline sharing the faith with those who have not heard much about Jesus, but are interested in him nonetheless. People who, want to know more as the Good Shepherd calls and gathers and enlightens them through his word and leads them to eternal life. And the amazing thing is, we get to be part of this seeking and saving of those whom he loves and has called to life with himself. I invite you into this prayer that Jesus would find us at Ascension more and more useful in his mission work to West Wichita and beyond. Pray for our youth and their friends and their connection of friends. Pray for our young families and all for whom the Lord our God will call. You know, and this is kind of for us too. Here, as the weather gets warmer and your neighbors start to emerge again from the cocoons of our homes, why not use this change of seasons to meet the neighbors? You know, we moved into a new neighborhood last year in the spring, and I really didn't get to know that many people, and so I'm planning on inviting the people who live along my street for a driveway evening of ice cream and conversation. You know, nothing extravagant, just being neighborly, and who knows what Jesus might be up to next. Whatever it is, I want to be there too. So, hope to see you all this weekend in Bible study and worship. Have a great weekend.